Did y'all see those Eagles? Let me say that again. Did y'all see the Eagles on Monday Night Football against the Atlanta Falcons? Atlanta had 4.3 yards per carry. The Saints, on Sunday, we about to go crazy on them boys. But no, let's get serious. The Eagles are still a competitive team in the NFC. But we got to break down this upcoming matchup as they travel to the Superdome to face the 2-0 New Orleans Saints, who are looking as good as ever right now. Derek Carr is playing at an elite level, the best quarterback in the NFL, and we're going to cover all that in today's episode. I can't even hold it together, man. I'm excited for Sunday's game. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has recently subscribed, shared, commented. The community is growing, and I just want to thank you guys for, supporting the podcast, supporting the channel, and everybody that's been supporting from day one. I'm really grateful and appreciative. We got a lot of football left, and I'm excited to talk it out with all of you all. But let's kind of get into the game. Let's get into it. So we watched the game on Monday Night Football, the Eagles versus the Atlanta Falcons. And we saw some things in the Eagles that would leave us to be excited for this upcoming game. They were having a tough time defending the run. Receivers and Jalen Hurts weren't really making the plays that we believe can compete with this Clint Kubiak offense that we see in the New Orleans Saints. But the Philadelphia Eagles are still a top contender in the NFC. We know what Jalen Hurts has done to the New Orleans Saints, and we know that Jalen Hurts has been the kryptonite to Dennis Allen's defense, as oftentimes the defense shuts down the passing game, but Jalen Hurts will take off for a third down conversion, which is something that has really plagued the New Orleans Saints over the last couple years. But I believe this year will be different, and I'm going to tell you why. The New Orleans Saints, man, the New Orleans Saints are not going to be playing from a position of being behind, as they typically are against the Philadelphia Eagles led by Jalen Hurts. The New Orleans Saints will be putting up points, and Jalen Hurts will be dropping back to pass the ball. And once he does that, he's right in the clutches of the New Orleans Saints secondary, the best secondary in the National Football League. And I think that's what we want. We want the offense to get on top. We want the offense to get an early lead. So Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles offense, Nick Sirianni, they want to push the ball. They want Jalen Hurts to drop back and pass. And that's exactly where the New Orleans Saints will thrive. Without A.J. Brown, as he is questionable, most likely won't play this upcoming Sunday, New Orleans Saints defense, oh my goodness, they're gonna be ready to blitz and really get after Jalen Hurts all day under pressure. Marshawn Lattimore should be coming back, and we know what Marshawn Lattimore means to the New Orleans Saints defense, man. He's a playmaker. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's been doing this at an elite level for a long time. Without A.J. Brown, they really just have to focus on Devontae Smith as well as Saquon Barkley in the backfield. So New Orleans Saints defense is them boys is cooking too, and they have been the unsung heroes of this whole 2-week kind of experience with the New Orleans Saints. The Saints defense is balling, playing at elite level. I went back and watched the game against Dallas. The Saints defense was laying the wood, man. They was hitting them boys. That Will Harris hit, boy, I watched that about 20 times, and I'm still watching. I'm probably gonna watch it after this video. But man, the New Orleans Saints defense is looking good, and let's get to the New Orleans Saints offense and how they're going to be able to wreak havoc for the Philadelphia Eagles defense. I believe what we saw from the New Orleans Saints over the first 2 weeks, running the ball. I mean, when they put Rashid Shaheed in the backfield, I knew that Clint Kubiak was on a different level. I knew he was in a different ballpark of what the rest of us was. That boy was calling some plays, and I believe we're going to see a lot more of that on Sunday. Is that we've seen Atlanta, Bijan Robinson have 4.3 yards per carry. That's just something you cannot do against the New Orleans Saints. With them, it felt like the Saints were averaging 5 to 7 yards per carry, which might not be a feeling, maybe actual fact. So seeing Alvin Kamara, seeing Jamal Williams, Taysom Hill, Rashid Shaheed on those when he's in the backfield, the Saints are going to have a field day all day. And with Philadelphia, it's going to be a tight game because we know what Jalen Hurts can do. But I believe DeMario Davis, I believe the Saints defense with Marshawn Lattimore potentially coming back is going to be in a position to succeed. Last couple meetings with the Philadelphia Eagles, the New Orleans Saints offense was unable to score points, which led Jalen Hurts and the Eagles offense kind of do whatever they want to do. If the New Orleans Saints offense can get up early on the scoreboard, it puts the Philadelphia Eagles in a position where they have to pass, where they have to deep shot, where they have to do these things. And that's where the New Orleans Saints defense thrives. That's where their secondary thrives. I believe the Saints' bread and butter is with their secondary. And that allows them just to pin their ears back and go after Jalen Hurts all game. And yeah, he'll have some scrambles here or there that'll upset us, that'll be like, man, we almost had him. But at the same time, they're not going to be able to put up the points, I believe. I do believe that without A.J. Brown, they might not have the playmakers as much, but we still have to take this team very seriously. But if the Saints go to 3-0, we have to start thinking about that Atlanta and Chiefs game. If the Saints can go 4-0, it'll be a 4-0 matchup potentially with the Kansas City Chiefs and 4-0 New Orleans Saints, which would be, that's TV. That's football at its finest, and I can't wait to see it. I know it's still early. I know people talking Super Bowl, not losing the game, but we got to take it 1 week at a time. But from what we've seen from the Eagles and Atlanta game, the Saints do have the competitive edge, I believe, because of what we saw in Dallas on Sunday. But that's just my quick thoughts, I just wanted to kind of give y'all a midweek video. I'm going to be at the game in New Orleans. I'm going to be sitting, making some clips for you guys and kind of just trying to feed y'all the shots and the different things that I see on Sunday in the Superdome. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for liking and sharing. It's been a journey, but y'all, Lord, y'all done came through. So I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for listening. Man, before I go, just like how I started this podcast, I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't have the proper equipment. I still don't have all the proper equipment I need. But sometimes when you're called to do something, you just do it. Just do it. Even if you're afraid, just do it. And remember 3 words, faith over fear. I heard that last week, and it's just been really impactful for me, and just really speaks to how you can't let fear stop you. Don't let fear keep you comfortable, and leave it up to God. Thank you guys for watching. Who dat?